But who is sitting in this court? We don't seem to be able to find this court. But there are some people who are sitting in this court. Tithe Sohan Panch Parvan, the Panch, the saints, the approved ones, the ones that have been blessed to understand, to see it, to know it. They're sitting in this court. They're sitting in this state of being. This is where they are. We're in the state of the mind or in the state of the body. They're in the state of the essence of reality. And they are radiant, they are beautiful. Tithe Sohan. This is where the beautiful saints are sitting approved. Panch Parvan. So here on earth, the most beautiful ones are the ones who have found this essence, these saints, these enlightened beings. And they're sitting in this metaphorical court. The ones who are sitting in this court are the ones who have made it. They've made it all the way down this path. They've succeeded, they've got to the end. And they're sitting radiating with this glow of supreme contentment. So the most important action on earth is to aim to become that contented, that deep-rooted within the essence of your own reality. And if we're not there, our most important thing is to spend time with the people who are there, is to have their sangat, to have their company, to be in the sangat of the enlightened beings. Because they can show you what is the most fruitful way to live in life. What is the way to find contentment in life? So you can start to notice when you break down the words of Dharam Khand that Pauri 16 is where all the answers lie. Remember Pauri 16 talked about Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, and here we also see Tithe Sohan Panch Parvan. If you want to know what is Dharam Khand, Pauri 16 has the answers. There we heard Panche Sohe Dar Rajan. The conscious ones are sitting in the darbar of the one king. And here we're saying in Dharam Khand, Tithe Sohan Panch Parvan. That Pauri also talked about Ji Jat Ranga Ke Nav Sabna Likhya Vuri Kalam. There are many beings of many types with many names. And here Guruji has said, Tis which ji jugat ke rang tin ke naam anek anant. Here there are beings on earth of many colors and many names. Pauri 16 also talked about that there is a place where ji jat ranga ke nav. Where is that place? That place is right here on earth, but all of them have been written sabna likhya vuri kalam. It comes back to this continuous story that is being written. Dharam Khand is to recognize the story being written. The continuous pen of life, the continuous story of reality. This is the essence of life. So how did we get to Pauri 16? Where does Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan Pauri start? After you've taken two steps, Sravan and Manan. Immediately after all the steps of listening, immediately after all the steps of accepting what is the reality, what is this wisdom. Once you've learnt, once you've heard the meditative message, once you've accepted this message, then you have to go and find it within yourself. You have to do it. You have to start it. You have to meditate on it. Panch Parvan are the people who've gone into that meditation. Now the question is, who is ready? Who is ready to take this step? Remember, Panch also means the one who's converted 5 vices into 5 virtues. The one who's taken on the 5 virtues of Sat, truth, Santok, contentment, Daya, compassion, Dharam, divine living, and Sach, truthfulness. If you take on these, or if you walk on these paths, then you're walking on the path of becoming Panch. So Guru says, how do we do this? How do we start this journey? How do we walk on this path? How do we know that we've become ready to reach the first stage? Nadari karam pave nisan. Always by grace. By karam, by grace, by the nadari. The word nadari here doesn't mean grace, it means the bestower of grace. In the same way we saw in the Hukam Pauris right at the beginning of Japji Sahib, Hukami hovan akar. Hukami means the one who delivers hukam, the commander. By the commander, creation happened. And here, Nadari is the benevolent one, the bestower of grace. The benevolent, by its grace, adorns the nishan, the nishani, the insignia. The benevolent, by its grace, adorns this insignia. The saints are decorated with a royal seal of approval. The saints have been recognized, they have been knighted, they have been honored. They've been given this honor of being saints by that one who has graced them. They've graced them with this manifestation of that divine within themselves, and they get the stamp of approval, this insignia, this nishani. Nadari karam pave nisan. And what are they awarded with? What is their reward? They're awarded for having completed the mission of life. The purpose of mankind, the reason mankind has been created as this being that's constantly exploring, these people have found the answer. They've explored to the point at which they've reached the end of their exploration. This is their reward. In the last verse, in the previous verse, we heard that no one was high and no one is low. Nanak uttam neech na koi. So it is not by your riches or by your popularity that you're going to succeed on this path. It's only by your grace. No one comes to this earth more high or low than anyone else. We all start at the starting line. Whether we have this grace to go all this way, that is not our control. It's not our doing. It's not our greatness. It is not how many religious prayers you read. It is not how religious you look or how religious you act in life. It is whether you've been given the grace to walk on this path. Kach pakai othe pae. Kach means kacha, that which is ripe. That is unripe is kacha. Pakai, that which is ripe. Othe pae. The unripe and the ripe are being decided over there. So in this inner court, remember this darbar isn't somewhere far away. This place of ultimate reality, knowing this ultimate oneness, in that place where the saints are sitting, there is the place in which you can know what is reality and what is not reality, what is permanent and what is temporary, what is the ultimate right way and what is the fruitless way. The answer to your exploration resides within you. The court is within you. And that's within each one of you. Within every single one of you is this royal court. And it's only when you go there that you'll know what is the right answer. You'll know what you are. What is your most ripest way of being? Then you will know that the way you live right now is kacha, fikka, useless, fruitless. And when you go into that state, you'll know this is the answer. This is the right way to be. So that court, that darbar, is the fundamental reality, that saintly part of you that decides where you are on this journey. That's the part of you that will be able to tell. That's the barometer, that's the benchmark. And you will be able to see your entire life and say, this is the right way of being. Kach pakai othe pae, Nanak gaya jape jaye. Nanak says, only by going there can you know this. Only those that have been to this court can know the answer. Only when you have first-hand experience of meditation will you know what the purpose of life is. You have to walk on this path right till the end. where all of your vices, your fears, and your burdens have been discarded. That's the place where you have to reach. So being still with yourself is the only place where you can really know what your reality is. And that's where you know all that you really are. And if this is the path of self-discovery where you know what you are, then you have to go and do that. You have to sit with yourself. And unless you're willing to know this about yourself, unless you're willing to face your vices, unless you're willing to look at the ugly part of you, how can you let it go? You have to be willing to gain this experience. So go to that place and find your essence. Find that royal court within you. And what will it be like in that royal court? In Pauri 27, Guruji talks about this court. This is where you will lose yourself, and you will see that in this place, the whole of creation is singing to the One. In this place, it isn't about me and my life and my problems and my desires. In this place, the oneness is the song that's being sung. So this is the system of self-reflection, of understanding yourself. Recognizing who you are is Dharam Khand. Guruji goes and talks about Dharam Khand in the beginning of the next verse, where he says that everything that I've described is Dharam Khand. Dharam Khand ka eho dharam. These are the rules of Dharam. This is what Dharam Khand is like. This is what Dharam really is. This is what religion really is. This is what spirituality really is Dharam Khand. And this is where this is climbing the steps on the path to becoming Ikkis, becoming merged with that one. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.